It'll be 8:45 anyway. Yeah, I can't change it so late in the game. It'd be better for me to change it, but I can't. And there's too many people that have plans. Man. Firstly, welcome everyone. It's good to see everybody. I am glad to see everybody, but I'm not here for a good reason. My shver was taken into the hospital last night. He had a fever. He has pneumonia. And in his weakened condition, pneumonia is a very serious thing. I mean, we spent the day with him today, and he's looking chipper, but in his situation, it's very dangerous. They're taking it very seriously. We're in Tamid, in the fourth parak. Gedalia called me up. He said, "You're home, I saw your car." He says, "It's not nice to say, but are you going to do the monster Mishna?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to do it." It's a very large Mishna today. Also, I want to just give a friendly reminder to everybody that you should always remember when you say Shemona Esrei, not to say Morid HaGoshem, and to say the same bracha, and to say Yalav Yava. You always try to check those three things, that you check those boxes. I told you over from the Mata Ephraim that he says that sometimes it's a good idea to elevate your voice slightly when you're saying the addition, like the same bracha. That way afterwards, the way we daven, afterwards did I say the same bracha? That way by elevating it, you will remember. That's actually advice from a long time ago, the advice of the Mata Ephraim. Also, I want to remind you, you heard from Chaim that tomorrow is early davening. Mincha is what time?
I think it was 6 or 6, I think.
And again, we have we have a...
Mincha is 5:50.
10 to 6 is Mincha. We have a small oilam, so everybody counts. Baruch Hashem, we had 14 to 18 people during the first days, and everything was good with 2 kahanim, and everything was nice. But again, we want to keep it that way. So please, 10 to 6 is Mincha. I hope we get the word out correctly. That
I just saw the email today. I hope so also.
Somebody should make some phone calls, just to make sure. Okay. Also, on the second days by the Yisker, we're going to make the appeal for Beitar. Usually, I have in the bank a stockpile of 3 months, so I'm safe. I have less than 2 months now in the bank, so the funds for Beitar is in great need of replenishment. So the appeal by Yisker will be for our kollel that we adopted in Beitar. Okay, we're holding here in the fourth parak, Mishna Gimel and Dalid, sponsored by the Fisher family, Nishmas Bas Yabas Robert Shlomo ben Avram Alevi Perl Bas Ruvain, also Nishmas Dav ben Chaim, Refuah Shalem for Yomis ben Chayesar, Yaakov ben Bas Yaleh, for the schus of Avram and Yom Benish ben Malki Yudis and family. We learn, sponsored by Yo Klugman and family, we learn Refuah Shalem for Avig Draya ben Rivkin, the Bas Chayesar, Yitzhak ben Simon Dusha, Moshe Meir ben Esther Fadel, Avram Meir ben Chayesar. They should have a Refuah Shalem and B'Sech Shecher Yisrael. Now, the Kayin is beginning to dissect the Ola. An Ola, it all goes on the Mizbeach, but it was also arranged on the lower half of the ramp before it was put on the Mizbeach. And now we're going to learn about the dissection of the Ola Satamid. Natalas Sakin, he took a knife, he separated the lung from the liver. The etzba kaved min hakaved, The lobe of the liver he separated from the liver. Remember, the lobe of the liver is one of the sacrificial portions, otherwise known as the diaphragm. At this point, he didn't move it from its place. He perforated the chaza, and he gave the chest to the one that was zeicha to carry it. Then he went up to the right flank. Now remember, when we say up over here, it really is down, but since the animal is hanging by the tail from the hooks on those cedar squares, so it's called going up. He cut, and he kept on cutting Ara Shidra until he reached the spine. He didn't touch the spine. He came to two soft ribs. He cut the right flank, and he gave it to the one who won the lottery to carry the right flank. The liver was attached to it. Came to the neck, and he left with it two ribs on one side, two ribs on the other side. He cut it to the son of Misha, and he gave it to the one that was zeicha to carry it. And together with it was the windpipe, the heart, and the lungs. Remember, he had already cleaned the heart from the blood. He came to the left flank. By it also he left shteitzlois rakas milmalon, shteitzlois rakas milmatan, on this side, two soft ribs above and two soft ribs below. That's what he left also by the parallel flank. Nimtza manich b'shteim shtayim shtayim milmalon, shtayim shtayim milmatan, two on above and two below for each side. Chatacha, he cut it on the son of Misha Zachaba, and he gave the left flank to the one that was zeicha to carry it. Vashidra ima, and the spine went with it. Vatchil taliba, and the spleen was suspended with it too. V'hi'aisa gedayla, it was the larger one. But Yamin Karig Gedayla, the Yamin was called the larger one, even though physically it wasn't larger, but because it had the chashivas of the kaveh, because the liver was suspended to it. He came to the rump, chaytcha, the tail, the lobe of the liver, and the two kidneys were with it. Not a regular smali, he took the left hind leg, on the son of Misha Zachaba, Nimtza. Kulan Aimdim Bishura, they were all standing in a line, Va'evarim Biyadim, with the limbs in their hands, Harishan Baraisha Beregel, the first one with the head and the right hind leg, Haraish Biyaminai, the head was in his right hand, the Chait Mai Klap Ezrai, the nose facing his arm, the Karnav Bein Etzba'isa, with the horns between his fingers, Obeish Kitasam Milmalan, the place of the cut was facing above, but vat peder nasan oleh, to cover it was the fat. Varegel shemin b'smailai, and the right hind leg was in his left hand. Ubeis oyer lechutz, with the hide facing upwards. Hasheni, the second kain carried shtei yadayim, the two forelegs. Shall Yamin be Yaminai, the right one in his right one, shall small be smaller, the left one in his left hand, obeys Arin Lechutz, with the hide facing upward. Hashlishi, the third one, carried Oikitz V'regel, the rump and the left hind leg, Ha'oikitz V'yaminai, Va'al Yam Dodelis Bein Etzba'isav, and the tail was hanging between his fingers, V'etzba Kaved Ushtei Akloyis Imai, with the lobe of the liver and two kidneys with it. Ha'regel shall smell B'smailai, the left hind leg was in his left hand, the base area lechutz, with the hide facing up. Haravi b'chazer b'geira, the fourth kain had the chest and the neck. Hachazer b'yaminai, the chest in his right hand. B'geira b'smailai, the neck in his left hand. B'tzaloisel bein etzba'isel, with the ribs hanging between his fingers. Hachamishi b'shtei defanas, the fifth one, strong kain, carried the two flanks. Shall yamin b'yaminai v'shall smal b'smailai. The right in his right hand, the left in his left hand, the base arin lechutz, with the hide facing outside. Hashishi bakrovayim, the sixth one carried the innards on the sunim babazach, which was placed in a basin, and covering it was ukraayim, the legs from the knee down, al gabeim milmala, was covering the intestines. Hashvi basilus, the seventh one carried the minchas nesachim, the mincha of the nesachim. Hashmin bechavitim, the eighth one carried the minchas chavitim of the kain gadol, and achi bayayin, and the ninth kain carried the wine from the nesachim. They went and they put it on the lower half of the ramp of Maravai, towards its western side. They salted them. Then they descended the ramp. They came now to the chamber of cut stone. Likros Eshema. Now we start the fifth parak. The appointed Kain told them, Baruchu bracha achas. It was not yet day enough to say Yotzei HaMa'oris, so they only said the bracha of Ava Rabbah, Mehem Baruchu, Kara Aseres Advarim, they said the Ten Commandments, Shema v'ha'im Shemaya v'yomer, Birchas Shalosh brachas, and then they blessed the with three brachas, Emes v'yatziv, that's the bracha of Gal Yisrael, v'avoida, the bracha of the Tzei, or Birchas Kahanim. They didn't ducha now, but they said Birchas Kahanim. Or B'Shabbos, and on Shabbos they did the rest later, or b'Shabbos Meisifim bracha achas l'mishmar hayotzei. That's the bracha that the mishmar hayotzei gave the mishmar hanichnas. Misha shikein shmoi b'bayis hazeh hu yishkem beinechem ava v'achva v'shalom v'reyes. As Yaakov mentioned, Daf Yomi tonight, because I thought I would be in the hotel and hostage to the Marav in the hotel. Daf Yomi tonight is first at 8:45.